Ever since I tied the knot with Connor Steele, he ditched his playboy ways and cut off all his side flings. Everyone thought I had him wrapped around my finger with our perfect little family. But that all came crashing down on our 9th anniversary when I accidentally saw his group chat with his friends. Connor, how was that Bentley ride with Ashley yesterday? Pretty wild, huh? We tried every spot imaginable. She's totally obsessed with me and can't get enough. There was a steamy photo of them attached, and the group was blowing up with cheers and congrats, wishing them happiness ever after. I stared at the screen, feeling a sharp stab of pain hit me right in the chest. It turned out that all our happy moments were just a carefully staged performance. I sat there in a daze all night, waiting for him to get home. When he finally walked in with a cake, I let out a cold laugh. I know everything now. Aren't you sick of faking it? What are you talking about? Connor Steele's sharp eyes flashed with sarcasm. I cleared my schedule today just to celebrate with you. Don't be a buzzkill. He pulled a fancy watch from the gift box and moved to slip it onto my wrist. Your anniversary present? The watch had a cool, unique face and a shiny band. I recognized it right away. The same rare piece he and his alumna, Ashley Davenport, had bid on at a high-end auction. Once, I'd treasure anything from him, even a random flower he picked off the street, and keep it like it was gold. But now, I just yanked my hand away. Don't bother, just put it down. He frowned, fighting to keep his cool. Why the attitude? Mad I got home late? Ashley's cat went missing and she freaked out. I spent hours helping her find it, so yeah, I missed our dinner. Ashley was his junior from college, the one he had been hooking up with in all sorts of ways. I stared him down, thinking back to when our dog got sick, throwing up and having diarrhea. Panicked and clueless, I had called him, but he had brushed me off irritably. Just take it to the vet. Don't bug me with every little thing. I'm in the middle of an important deal. Holding back my tears, I had rushed the dog to different vets, stayed up for the IV treatments, and nursed it back to health. Now, for a similar emergency, he blew off our big anniversary to help Ashley. Connor narrowed his eyes. Seriously? Digging up old records now? Blaming me for not pampering you or giving you more cash? You married me and had my child. You've got the title and the wealth, while Ashley has nothing. Why are you giving me that attitude? His words hit hard, my heart twisting up before I could even react. I got what he meant. I had the spot as his wife, so I shouldn't expect his love or attention. His face got darker, but he caught himself and softened up a bit. Okay, fine. Go get Evie. We'll open some wine and make this anniversary count. He popped open an expensive bottle like a pro and poured me a glass. After every fight, he'd do some small thing to smooth it over, and I'd go along with it. That was our unspoken deal for 10 years, but not anymore. I reached out and he thought I was taking the glass. Instead, I pushed it away, and the wine splashed all over the floor. Are you done yet? Connor hissed. You're fussing over it all night. If you don't want to celebrate the anniversary, then forget it. You'd better know when to stop. Connor huffed. I'm not going to put up with your tantrums forever. He stormed out, slamming the door so hard it rattled the whole house. I stood there quietly, then looked down and squatted to wipe up the wine mess with paper towels. In long relationships, people threw around breakup threats all the time, but in our 10 years, I never did that. I valued what we had and respected his feelings. Even when things got tough, I wouldn't quit easily. But if I said I was leaving, I meant it for real. After cleaning the broken glass, I printed the divorce papers and packed my stuff until morning. Evie Steele woke up at some point, seeing my big suitcase and tilting her head. Mom, where are you going? I bent down and stroked her head. Sweetie, I've got a job overseas. Want to come with me? Wherever you go, I go. She nodded, then asked, what about Dad? I gave a bitter smile. He doesn't like us, so he won't come. We probably won't live with him anymore. In his journal, he described me as good for having kids and keeping house. To him, I was just a baby machine. Evie deserved his love, but he'd always been cold to us. If he'd shown even a little more care, I wouldn't have gone this far. She went quiet, then lowered her head and mumbled, I know you and Dad aren't happy, but he said I'm the kid with the most gold stars in class. He promised to take me to Disneyland and buy me pretty dresses. It's the first time he's promised something this fun. Can we wait till after? Please. I hesitated at her hopeful look, tempted to tell her that Connor had probably forgotten. He was always like that, keeping promises to outsiders while bailing on us, but I agreed in the end. While my faith in him had faded long ago, Evie craved more time with him. For her fake, I'd give him one last chance. If he didn't cherish it, I would take Evie and leave for good. We'd never meet again. At lunchtime, I set the food on the table just as the doorbell rang. That must be Dad, Evie exclaimed, running to open the door. Moments later, I heard Connor's voice. Evie, say hi to Ashley. Evie paused, not expecting him to bring a woman home, but she complied. Hi, Ashley. I looked up and saw a young woman standing at the door looking enchanting beside Connor. That was his junior in college, Ashley Davenport. She blinked innocently. Connor brought me home for a meal. Hope you guys don't mind. Connor shrugged. Don't worry, you're welcome here. Before I could respond, he led her into the living room, not even glancing my way. I couldn't quite tell if he was ignoring me like he used to, or if he was still upset about the cold shoulder I'd given him yesterday. Evie scampered after them, holding her sheet music and standing by the couch. Dad, I learned a new piano piece. Can I play it for you? She said eagerly, her eyes sparkling. Connor ruffled her hair with a smile. Sure thing. She beamed and set up her music, but Ashley butted in. I know that one from back then. Let's play it together for your dad, okay? Evie frowned, but before she could say no, Ashley plopped down and scooted her aside. During the process, Ashley's elbow knocked over a vase. It smashed, shards flying everywhere. Evie instinctively stepped back, but a piece sliced her foot. Connor jumped to protect Ashley, blocking her with his body while his clothes hit the piano stand, scattering music all over. Ashley looked apologetic. Connor, He pulled her close, whispering comforts. The crash brought me running from the kitchen. Evie, you okay? I bent down to check on her and saw a cut on her ankle. Blood was seeping from the wound. It's bleeding, let me fix it. I'm fine, Mom. It's just a scratch and doesn't hurt. She gave a brave smile, then bent to pick up her favorite paintbrush from under the scattered papers. It was a gift Connor had brought back from a business trip. She treasured it, using it for all her paintings, but now it was wet from the vase water, the handle scratched up. Her tears spilled over, dripping onto the brush. Dad gave me this brush. He said I'm good at art and asked me to create pretty stuff with it. But now it's ruined, she cried. She'd always been so careful with it, but Connor and Ashley wrecked it by accident. It broke her heart and her hot tears burned into me. My heart ached for her and I pulled her into a tight hug. It's okay, I'll fix it and make sure it's as good as new. Ashley came over apologizing. I'm sorry, I knocked over the vase by accident. Is she hurt? Only then did Connor react. Evie, you all right? Don't you think it's too late to ask now? I demanded. Like whoever you want, but she's your daughter. Don't play favorites so obviously. His brows knitted together, but Evie managed a smile. I'm fine, Dad. Tugging at my sleeve, she added, I'm hungry, let's eat, Mom. Stung by guilt, Connor picked her up and carried her to the table, which delighted her so much. The food was our favorite, but Ashley stared without eating. Connor noticed it. Ashley is allergic to eggs and potatoes, and she doesn't do spicy or sour. Make her something else. Before I do it, always making what they liked. Now I just picked up some fried eggs for Evie and shrugged. Out of ingredients, there's salad in the kitchen. She can have that. Connor was not happy to hear that, but Ashley quickly chimed in. It's fine. I'm just here for a free meal. Can't trouble Daisy to cook something special for me. I ignored Ashley's snarky tone and turned to Connor. You promised to take Evie to Disneyland. Got the tickets yet? Evie's eyes lit up, nervous and excited. Connor tensed, his fingers tapping unconsciously on the armrest. Not yet. Work's been crazy. Her excitement faded, but he added, I'll get them after lunch. Pack tonight. We'll head out early tomorrow morning. Plenty of time to play. Evie beamed, whispering to me, Dad loves me. He was just too busy. We're going to Disneyland together. I ruffled her hair, feeling a mix of emotions. Connor had ditched us too many times. If he bailed again, it would crush her. Ashley smiled with feigned surprise. Disneyland's a blast. Connor and I went last year, hit all the big rides, and even caught that stunning castle light show. It was packed, and the lines were insane. You guys, she paused deliberately, then added apologetically, sorry, I said too much. Have fun. Her bragging was obvious, basically rubbing in that she got more of Connor's attention than us. It didn't bug me, but Evie went quiet, poking at her food. Connor saw Ashley off after dinner, then came back to help with the dishes, which was rare for him. I've been swamped lately, he muttered. Totally spaced on the tickets. Let's plan it out for a great trip. I hummed, and he added, good thing the cut isn't deep. Next time I'll check on Evie first. Too bad for him. There was no next time. I'd divorce him at the beginning of next year. Thinking of how he fussed over Ashley in that journal, I asked, if you care about her so much, why marry me? His face clouded over. You and Evie have lived off me all these years. Why get jealous every time Ashley comes up? Grow up. He tossed the gloves and dish into the sink, storming off. I was speechless. I had given him a chance to come clean, but he wouldn't admit his feelings, ruining lives without a shred of guilt. The clean house, hot meals, and well-behaved daughter all required effort, but he acted superior, expecting me to cling and please him. Once the dishes were done, I stepped out to see them packing. A week's trip. At least 2 outfits each, extras for Evie, he muttered, mapping out plans and checklists. Evie buzzed nearby, her excitement uncontainable. He gently ruffled her hair, asking if she wanted to bring toys. I was surprised by how reliable he was this time. He was seriously preparing for the trip and discussing rides with her. For once, he acted like a real dad, and I felt happy for Evie. The next day, we were ready to head out, but Connor put on his coat to leave alone. I frowned, asking, where are you heading? It's Disneyland time. Connor looked worried. Ashley texted, mentioning a bad stomach ache. It must be the spicy food from last night. I need to go check on her. My heart sank, and I grabbed his sleeve. She is an adult and can get help from someone else. We've waited forever for this, and Evie's pumped to go with you. You can't back out now. He yanked free, unhappy. We can do Disneyland anytime. Next year even. But this could be serious. She ate your cooking. What if something bad happens? I watched him leave, tears blurring my vision as I recalled Evie's hopeful look yesterday. Connor, I called after him, biting my lip and bowing to him. He turned around, shocked. What are you doing? Get up. Evie has gotten so little from you growing up, I pleaded. She's always been such a good girl. You promised this as her reward for gold stars. Please don't flake. Just go with her this time. He hesitated, but his phone buzzed. His jaw tightened as he read the text. Ashley is in real pain. How can I enjoy Disneyland? Stop guilt-tripping me. He tried to help me up, but Evie ran out, pulling me up first. Tears streamed down her pale face as she muttered, Mom. Turning to him, she said, go help her if she's sick, sir. It's okay. Disneyland can wait. Connor blinked at the appellation. I'm your dad. Why did you call me that? Anyway, Ashley is really sick. Once I drop her at the hospital, we'll reschedule. You'll regret this, Connor, I yelled as he left. He heard it, but kept going, slamming the door shut. Evie didn't even glance his way, patting my hand. Don't beg him for me, Mom. It makes me sad. You matter the most. My eyes welled up as I hugged her tightly. Okay, I won't do that anymore. She buried herself in my arms, sobbing and trembling. I heard it all. He really likes Ashley, but I am happy with you. I'll follow you anywhere. Let's go. My heart melted. I wiped my tears, resolute. All right. We grabbed our suitcases, and I left the divorce agreement on the piano. Just then, a message popped up.